Book readers encountering Guillermo del Toro's take on Mary Shelley's immortal Frankenstein may be surprised by the movie's ending, which lands on a far more hopeful note than the 1818 novel. Rather than ending in fiery despair, del Toro's Frankenstein closes with compassion and rebirth, a deliberate creative choice that the director had to fight hard to preserve. In a recent interview via EW, the Oscar-winning filmmaker behind The Shape of Water revealed that he had to argue with his producing partner to keep a single crucial shot in the film's finale. "I knew I wanted the creature to have his only act as a human," del Toro explained, meaning he reacts to love with love, he reacts to hatred with hatred. That moment, he said, was the soul of the movie. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein famously ends with Victor's death aboard an icebound ship and the creature mourning over his body before promising to destroy himself in a final act of sorrow. Del Toro's version transforms this tragedy into grace. When the creature, Jacob Elordi, reaches Victor, Oscar Isaac, his creator is still alive. Instead of vengeance, their confrontation becomes a moment of mutual recognition, what del Toro calls the moment they make each other human. In the film, after Victor dies, the ship becomes trapped in the crushing Arctic ice. The sailors panic, but the creature, moved by something new within him, chooses compassion. He comes out and decides in a beautiful moment to say, "The people that attacked me, I'm going to free them," del Toro explained. He pushes the ship from the ice, saving those who once feared him. Because you're pushing the ship and looking at it for a second, that gained a lot more weight, I thought. It's a liberation. That's the difference with the book. This ends on a note of possible hope. That subtle change, from self-destruction to redemption, reshapes the creature's entire arc. Del Toro's Frankenstein isn't about monstrosity. It's about becoming human through pain, forgiveness, and empathy. The director treats the creature not as a symbol of horror, but as a reflection of the broken, yearning parts of humanity itself. The film also reinvents how Victor's creation comes to life. Speaking with Variety, del Toro revealed that he refused to follow the traditional storm and lightning montage used in countless adaptations. "Almost nobody shows the creation of the monster," he said. "Everybody shows thunder, and the monster is already put together. And I thought, if you are following a rock star, you want to shoot the concert." Instead, del Toro stages the assembly as a macabre symphony, a twisted dance of grief and genius. So instead of making it horrible that he is putting all these things together from bodies, I made it into a waltz, he explained. I made it into a joyous, fun, sort of crazy concert. He's running around the lab, putting this body together, grabbing this part and placing it here or there. The result is both grotesque and oddly beautiful, a scene of manic creation that mirrors Victor's descent into obsession. Critics have embraced del Toro's bold approach. Frankenstein currently holds an 85% fresh rating on Rotten Tomatoes, with many praising its haunting visuals, emotional performances, and philosophical weight. The film's $120 million budget translates on screen into sweeping Gothic imagery, candlelit cathedrals, snow-swept Arctic wastelands, and feverish laboratories alive with movement. However, not everyone is enamored. Screen Rant called Frankenstein a masterclass in atmosphere, driven by Jacob Elordi's towering, tender performance and Oscar Isaac's tortured genius, but also noted that its excessive length and slow pacing sometimes dampen the intensity. Still, even critics who quibble with the runtime agree that del Toro's vision breathes new life into Shelley's timeless creation. It's a vision he's been nurturing for nearly 2 decades. Del Toro first spoke publicly about wanting to make his own Frankenstein back in 2007. Since then, he's crafted some of the most imaginative films of the century, from Pan's Labyrinth to Crimson Peak and The Shape of Water, the latter earning him 13 Oscar nominations and 4 wins, including Best Picture and Best Director. Now with Frankenstein 2025, del Toro delivers what may be his most personal and poetic film yet, a story not of man playing God, but of man learning to forgive what he has made. It ends not with death, but with endurance, and the faint, flickering hope that even monsters can find the light.